Good morning to all of you. Angel, can you tell me something about Thomson model of atom?
Yes, sir, the pudding method.
Yeah, just tell me two sentences about Thomson model of atom.
So, n electrons are that positive.
Hmm. Lakshya, can you say two sentences about Thomson model of atom?
The Thomson's model of atom was based on the fact Thomson believed that in an atom the positive charges spread over the surface and the negative charges electrons are emitted over it, just
Okay,
like a water, just like
okay,
the
okay,
surface of
okay.
water
That
is
means,
obviously.
okay, positive charges were embedded just like were throughout the entire volume, and equal amount of negative charges, that's electron, embedded just like. Okay, so that was, so atom is electrically neutral. So it is a volume charge density. So that was a volume charge density idea. So here we are going for a numerical with the old model of atom, but not Thomson model, and slightly a modified pattern. Okay, yeah. Yes,
Why
Mohammed.
Parth is not able to enter the class?
Parth Sharma,
Yes, sir.
but he is not. I don't know. He is not even in the waiting list. So telling to come in the chemistry ID.
Yes, sir, I told him.
Uh-huh. Okay, so okay, so we are going for next numerical. Just note down the numerical here. This is the last numerical of Gauss's theorem. With that, we are finishing the chapter. Okay, just short form you can write. An old model of atom. You can write short form. The short, an old model for an atom. An old model for an atom considered it to have a positively charged point nucleus. Considered it to have a positively charged point nucleus. The nucleus is at the center. Positively charged point nucleus of charge Ze. Z is the atomic number Ze. Comma surrounded by a uniform density of negative charge. Surrounded by a uniform density of negative charge up to radius capital R. Up to radius capital R. Up to radius capital R. Within bracket, capital R is the radius of the atom. Next point, the atom as a whole is neutral for this model. The atom as a whole is neutral for this model. Full stop. What is the electric field at a distance smaller from the nucleus? What is the electric field at a distance smaller from the nucleus? Within bracket, small r greater than capital R and small r less than capital R. Within bracket, small r greater than capital R. Small r greater than capital R. That is the point outside. Small r less than capital R, that is the point will be inside. The point B will be inside. So two cases we have to consider. First one is small r is greater than capital R, that is point P will be outside. Second case, small r less than capital R, the point P will be inside the atom anywhere. So I repeat the question. We have an old model for an atom considered to have a positively charged point nucleus. It was not just like Thomson model where the entire positive charge spreaded uniformly over the entire space. No, here this nucleus is at the center itself, but surrounded by a uniform density of negative charge up to radius capital R, that is the radius of the atom. So atom as a whole is neutral. Find electric field at a point outside, small r greater than capital R, and at a point inside. Okay, see the diagram in this model of atom. So you can take it as a atom radius is capital R. Atom radius is capital R. And at the center we have the nucleus, positive charge, and this is plus Zd. The charge is here plus Zd, and this is surrounded by negative charge densities. Negative charges are spreaded up to a radius. So it has volume charge density. So negative charge has rho, that is volume charge density. Volume charge density. So we want to find out electric field at a point outside. Atom is as a whole is neutral, that is given to you. So take the case 1. Case 1, the point P outside the atom. So small r is greater than capital R. To find out electric field, what we have to consider first? Anshuman, we have to consider a Gaussian surface. So consider point P outside. So this is the point P outside, which is at a distance small r. Consider a concentric sphere. You can construct a concentric sphere is constructed. So the point P is outside, a Gaussian surface is a concentric sphere. Gaussian surface is a concentric sphere we have constructed. Directly we are using Gauss's theorem. By Gauss's theorem, flux is equal to closed integral E dot ds is equal to 1 by epsilon 0 into q inside. Can anyone tell me what is the q inside here? What is q inside this surface? Gaussian surface. Anyone?
0,
Why it is 0?
because positive and negative charge are equal.
Positive and negative charge are equal, so that is a very important point here. So plus Ze is the positive charge, that is the nucleus. So what should be the negative charge which is surrounded? Total negative charge should be equal to what? Minus Ze. Okay. So what is the positive charge? Plus Ze. So what is the negative charge? Minus Ze. So total charge is 0. It is already given in the question. Atom as a whole is neutral. So Q inside is equal to 0. So closed integral E dot ds is equal to 0. Closed integral E dot ds is equal to 0. So that is, you can take it as closed integral E ds is equal to 0. Area cannot be 0 there. So area is not 0. Total area is not 0 there. There is a Gaussian surface. So electric field, which means that electric field outside is equal to 0. So there is no electric field outside the atom. This is a very simple one, but when you go inside, you have to do some more calculation. I think this is clear to all of you. Any problem in this?
No, sir.
Okay. I think all of you copied. So next one, case 2 we take, suppose the point P inside the atoms. So I remove the outside surface. Okay, case 2, doing the same question, and point P will be inside the atom. When point P is inside the atom, slightly important part. Case 2, point P inside. So take a point P here inside, which is at a distance r. O is taken as common center. Construct a Gaussian surface, concentric sphere. Again here a concentric sphere of radius small r is taken, that is a Gaussian surface here. Again Gaussian surface is to be constructed, it is a concentric sphere. Okay. What is the flux through this? How will you calculate? Which equation to be used? Flux is equal to again closed integral E dot ds is equal to 1 by epsilon 0 into q inside. E dot ds, so just to see on this surface. So first part we will do what is E dot ds here. So this is Gauss's theorem. First part of this one is calculate flux by closed integral E dot ds. So if you take a small surface area here, the area vector will be outward. Can anyone tell me what will the direction of electric field at the point P? Will it go outward or inward? Anyone?
The outward.
Why outward?
Sir, because the positive charge is plus z is, negative charge is less than plus z is.
In any other reason? Which is he under which charge is more predominant inside this Gaussian surface? Plus Z is the total positive charge that is inside. And suppose I am just, for example, I am taking it as a 10. Okay. But inside this Gaussian surface, the negative charge will not be 10. It can be 6 because some charges are lying outside, negative charges. So what is the net charge inside this Gaussian surface? Positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. If it is a positive, electric field will be directly out. So I have to draw at the point P electric field direction. Electric field is outside. So E vector and ds vector are parallel here. So E vector, ds vector are parallel. Why E vector is directed outside mean? The amount of positive charge is more than that of negative charge because some negative charge is lying outside the Gaussian surface constructed. They are not equal magnitude. So phi is equal to closed integral E ds. E can be taken out, integral ds. What is integral ds here? Closed integral ds. That is the total surface area of the Gaussian surface. Phi is equal to, so this is E into 4 pi r square. So flux is calculated as E into 4 pi r square just like for any other spherical surface, equation number 1. Now we want to find out what is the Q inside, what is the total charge inside. Then only we can use the Gauss's theorem, equation number 1. Q inside we have to calculate. So what is the value of Q inside? Q inside is some positive charge is the nucleus Ze and the remaining negative charge is also there. Okay, so how to calculate that? That is the next point. Can anyone give that lecture? Can you tell me something about charge inside? So you have to find out what is Q inside here. Q inside. Q inside the surface is the total positive charge is there Ze plus some negative charge is there. I am going to shade this sphere here which is inside, and what is the negative charge that is present inside. Okay, suppose here I am writing volume charge density, the term we are using here, rho is the volume charge density. If rho is the volume charge density of the negative charge, then the negative charge present inside the atom, that means Gaussian surface, is equal to the volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube into rho, where rho is the volume charge density. Volume charge density of what? Negative charge. Volume charge density of negative charge. That we have to find out. What is rho here? So this is the total charge inside, total positive charge plus ये positive charge है and ये negative charge है. 4 by 3 pi r cube rho, where rho will be volume charge density of negative charge, its value will be obtained in negative value. So once you get the value Q in, so you can directly use Gauss's theorem. Okay, we are going to find out what is the volume charge density. Okay, here on the top I am calculating volume charge density. What is rho of negative charge density? Atom as a whole is neutral. Suppose rho will be the volume charge density of negative charge. Negative charge. The total charge is equal to 0. Atom is neutral. Atom is neutral. That means that positive charge, sum of positive charge, that is ZE, plus total negative charge, that is 4 by 3 pi capital R cube into rho. Why we are writing capital R cube? Because negative charge is spread throughout the entire volume of the atom of radius capital R. So 4 by 3 pi capital R is going to R cube rho is equal to 0. Sum of the positive charge and negative charge is equal to 0. From this you have to calculate what is the value of rho. Okay. So next point, the value of rho from this is equal to, what is the volume charge density? 4 by 3 pi R cube. 4 by 3 pi capital R cube, याद रखना capital R cube, because the negative charge is spread throughout the entire volume of the atom of radius capital R. So 4 by 3 pi R cube rho is equal to minus ZE. So get the value of here rho equal to, so we are getting the value minus 3 by 4. Okay, keep all other things. Minus 3 by 4 ZE divided by 4 pi, एक साथ लिख सकता है 4 pi R cube. So this is your equation number 3, that is rho. Okay, it is negative. Minus 3 by 4 pi ZE divided by R cube. You can substitute the value of this in equation number 2, that is a Q inside. So substitute the value here. So I remove the diagram now. So here we will substitute the value. So what will be Q inside? Then we can use Gauss's theorem for its calculation. Yes. Therefore Q inside here, therefore Q inside from equation number 2, Z is there positive, which is equal to ZE plus 4 by 3 pi small r cube into, what is rho here? Rho ka value is given as minus 3 by 4 pi ZE divided by capital R cube. Some terms will be cancelling. So Q inside is equal to ZE. 4 pi cancel, 3 also cancel. And what is the remaining one there? What is the remaining one? Are you doing the copy here? So what is the remaining one? Minus Z is there, ZE, R cube is there, capital R cube is there. ZE R cube divided by capital R cube. So this is the equation. Z is the atomic number. So Q inside is here, Z is taken outside, 1 minus small r cube divided by capital R cube. This you can mark it as equation number 4. Now use your Gauss's theorem, last point. By using Gauss's theorem, flux is already calculated as E into 4 pi r square. So we use that equation finally. By Gauss's theorem, substitute this value. So by Gauss's theorem, flux is equal to, by Gauss's theorem, flux is equal to closed integral E dot ds equal to 1 by epsilon 0 Q inside. Closed integral E dot ds we calculated, that is E into 4 pi r square equal to 1 by epsilon 0. Q inside is already obtained from equation number 4. Okay, equation number 4. Substitute the value, that is equal to ZE into 1 minus small r cube divided by capital R cube. So what is the value of E from this? By 4 pi r square will be going to the right side. So electric field, this is which is inside the atom, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 we write together into ZE by r square into 1 minus r cube divided by capital R cube. If you want, take r square inside the bracket and reduce the equation as. So electric field inside is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into ZE. R square is going inside, become 1 by r square. When it goes there, 1 r square cancels, so r divided by r cube. So this is the equation for electric field inside this kind of model of the atom. And can anyone tell me what will be the direction of this electric field inside? It is radially outward. Why it is radially outward? Why it is radially outward? Thomas?
Because there are
Positive charge content is more than negative charge. So of course it is dominated positive charge. For a positive charge, electric field is radially out. So, so this part is important one. How to find electric field inside. Outside is easy. There is no electric field outside for an atom because atom is electrically neutral. Inside you have to find out. Why? Because the negative charge is spreaded throughout the entire volume. So this point is also very important one. So all the numericals, I think last class numericals, did you complete in the copy? And also complete this also in the copy. They are very, very important numericals. Okay, and the practice numerical from NCERT. Now we are going to start with the next chapter, electrostatic potential and capacitance. Next chapter is electrostatic potential. Electrostatic potential and capacitance. Very important chapter. Electrostatic potential and capacitance. First point in this chapter is electrostatic potential energy. Electrostatic potential energy. You are familiar with gravitational potential energy. So what is the equation for gravitational potential energy? Lakshya?
Gm by r square.
Gmm by r square, not r square. Okay, it is minus gmm by r. Okay, what is the meaning of this? Just tell me that meaning. Gravitational potential energy.
Meaning of gravitational potential.
Gravitational potential energy. Yeah.
The difference in potential energy when an object is at a height from the surface.
Okay, good. So, okay, fine. Okay, that is enough. So, when you take a body from the surface of the earth to a height, so we are doing work done against the gravity. Okay, there is a gravitational field. We are lifting an object from the surface of the earth to certain height. So, work has to be done against the gravitational field. This work done will be stored as gravitational potential energy of that point. Actually, the difference. So, if there is a field, whether it is a gravitational field or electric field, corresponding to any point, there will be a potential energy. So, to move a body from the surface of the earth to a certain height, work has to be done. That work done will be stored as what? Potential energy. In fact, it is change in potential energy. Same kind of situation here also. We'll take, instead of gravitational field, we take it as electrostatic field. Suppose we have a charge here, plus Q, at the point O. You can see there the electric field around it. And take a point P at a distance R. So what is the direction of, what is the electric field at the point P? All of you know it is KQ divided by R square. What is the direction of electric field at the point P? Anyone? Give a response fast. What is the direction of electric field at the point P? It's a plus Q charge.
The outwards.
Okay, it is this is the direction of electric field, outwards. Okay, if I want to take a small charge, say we call it as plus Q naught charge, test charge, from P to Q, through a small displacement dr, you have to do work done. Work has to be done against this electrostatic force because we are going against the field. Work has to be done. So a charge Q naught is taken from P to Q. Work has to be done. What is the work done? W from P to Q is equal to, so you can take an integration. So force, if there is a, what will be the force acting on the charge? There will be a force. If the electric field is there, there will be a force acting. Force direction is also there. Electrostatic force is toward there. So this will be equal to F vector dot dr vector. Work has to be done against from where P to Q. This is actually by definition we call it as potential energy difference between these 2 points. Final point is Q I am taking, initial point is P. So between these 2 points, potential energy difference. So work done in moving any charge from one point to the another point, that will be recorded as what? The change in potential energy. I write this equation delta U. Okay, potential energy change. Work has to be done. So every point there is a potential energy, and from one point to another point, when you take, you will get potential energy difference. This is called electrostatic potential energy difference. So conveniently, instead of writing point P and Q, we write the point A and B. So take 2 points A and B in an electrostatic field. So what is the change in potential energy between these 2 points? That is the work done in taking a touch charge from A to B. This is obtained by line integral F vector dot dr vector. This work is done against A to B. Okay, this is equal to potential energy of the final point minus potential energy of the initial point. So you can remember this. So it is the work done. Work done to take a charge from one point to the other point is obtained by integral F vector dot dr vector. You know the total work done, dot product F vector dot dr vector from A to B. This is defined as potential energy difference, final point minus initial point. Okay, in this situation, suppose I am taking the point A or P to infinity. The point A is going to infinity. So in this point, generally I am marking it as the point A and B for easy calculations. So I am taking the point A and B here. So if A is taken to infinity, so the point here marking A and B, suppose A is taken to infinity. A is at infinity. Infinity, there is no interaction. Okay, the plus Q charge at the point O cannot produce any force, cannot exert any force at infinite distance. So the potential energy at infinity is taken as 0, reference point. So from the point A, then you take a charge Q naught to the point B. So what we are taken here? This is the close by distance. So now we are taking from here, A is taken to where? A is taken to infinity. A is taken to infinity. Now A is at infinity. Point A at infinity. There is no potential difference. Potential energy, we take it as 0. No force, no electric field. No work is required. From there, the charge Q naught is bringing to the point B. So how you write this equation? Change in potential energy, we write it as delta U equal to final potential energy minus initial potential energy. This is equal to, integration is taken from where? A is at infinite distance. I am taking from infinity to the point B. F vector dot dr vector. Okay. And this is equal to work done from infinity to the point B. But work done at, that means potential energy at infinity is taken as 0. So this will be equal to 0. Potential energy at the point B minus 0 equal to integral infinity to the point B F vector dot dr. So this is measured by which equation? Work done from infinity to the point B. So this give what is the equation, what is the way of finding potential energy at any point. So potential energy at any point. Potential energy at any point in the field. Okay, any point, particular point is defined as the work done in bringing a charge from infinity to that point without any acceleration. This is calculated by integral F vector dot dr vector from infinity to this point. All should learn this. Write this equation 5 times in the copy. So potential, electrostatic potential energy at a point in the field of any charge, that is this charge we call it as a source charge, that is defined as the amount of work done in bringing a test charge from infinity to that point without any acceleration, because you have to give a force which is equivalent opposite to the electrostatic force without any acceleration. How to calculate this? The method of calculation is integral. It is a line integral. The previous chapter we have seen surface integral, closed surface integral, E dot ds. Here it is F vector dot dr vector. It is obtained by line integral F dot dr from infinity to the point B. All of you tell me this equation, what is the potential energy at any point? Just like we say gravitational potential energy mgh at a point near the surface, what is the potential energy, electrostatic potential energy at any point? Okay, Mohammed, tell me. Unit, not unit positive charge, any test charge, not unit positive charge, any test charge from infinity to
infinity to t v so equal to
Huh.
tan inverse from infinity to v and factor of dr vector.
dr vector. This is potential energy at any point. Okay, so next we go for potential difference and potential at a point. So that will continue in the next class. Thank you.